What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. Today we're going to do something I don't do very often. You guys seem to enjoy it. It's just, for me, I don't really care for them. Vlogs. We're doing a vlog today. We are on our way in the Escalade down to AAR headquarters. In fact, we're pulling up here in just a minute. We had massive storms in Oklahoma. Today is May 18th, 2025. And May 17th, boy, we got hit. We got hit hard. And I was watching the radar map, and AAR headquarters was just getting, it looked like we were getting hammered by massive golf ball size hail. And I got sick. I was supposed to come down here and film, and I left the 57 Chevy Belair sitting outside because I was supposed to come back the next day and film. It's been like 4 days since I've been down here. I got really sick. Nick got really sick. And we finally went to the doctor today. For me, it looks like allergies are just wreaking havoc on me, so they gave me a steroid shot. Nick's got a sinus infection that they believe was caused by allergies as well. So we're rolling up. We need to check the condition of the cars. Hopefully the hail skipped over buyers, but I can't believe that the 57 got left outside in this. Anyway, here we are. We're rolling up right now. This is the moment of truth. Are all the cars gonna be okay? Are they damaged? I honestly have no idea. We got more storms coming, so obviously the 57 needs to be put in the garage regardless. So why don't we get out and take a look around? I'm not seeing any obvious signs of hail damage yet. And you got to remember, these old cars are made of a much heavier gauge steel. These things can take, ooh. Oh man, wow. This has got to get repainted. This has got to get repainted. Unfortunately, the paint is really just, it's a shame because it's beautiful. I mean, the car is absolutely beautiful, stunning. But yeah, we've got cracks just appearing all over the paint now, where she's starting to just kind of fall apart. That paint is really old. The good news is I don't see any hail damage to this car at all. We were having torrential rainfall out here as well. So I'm going to be a little curious to see if anything got wet inside of the car. You know how these old cars are, guys. This car has no problem handling rain. Regular rain and stuff is fine. It'll do it just fine. But in certain scenarios where the rain is extremely heavy and consistent and just keeps pouring and pouring, yeah, sometimes that's a problem. Floor is dry. And I mean, it poured yesterday. Let's check the passenger side. The car doesn't smell wet. This, out of all my cars out here, this is my biggest concern. Let's see how it is over here. No. Now, I'll be the first to admit, in video, do you see that line? It almost looks like it's wet. It's absolutely dry. I don't know if video doesn't do any good, I guess, but it's dry. It's just a weird coloring of the carpet. It's completely different from here up and here down, but if you notice, it also extends all the way over as well, so it wouldn't have been wet all the way over there either. So, okay, good news. Let's just make sure the back isn't. No, she's dry as a bone back here too. That's good. Let's go take a look at the rest of the cars. I saw Roxy. Hey, sweetheart. You probably want in the house, don't you? She's like, please, please, let me inside. You want to go inside? Now, yeah, hi, sweetie. I haven't seen you in like a week. It's been a long time. Yeah, it's been a long time. All right, oh, I've got a title sitting on the porch. I wonder what this is for. Oh, I think it's for the Escalade pickup truck. That's right, because it's sold, and it's actually awaiting shipment right now. This lock it can be a little tricky. There we go. We got her. Come on in, sweetheart. This house was, oh, thank God it finally smells better. This house had a smell, oh my God, guys. Mice are no stranger to this house since nobody lives in it and it's way out here in the country. Mice, yeah. It's not infested or anything, but we have seen occasions where there's obvious signs that mice have been here. Most of the time it's not, so I put poison everywhere, and I keep it 24/7. There's always poison all over this house, and a mouse apparently got the poison and somewhere, and the whole house was stinking. Roxy, I gotta go outside. You can stay here, baby. Yes, you can relax. You got some dog food. You got some water over there. Let's go take a look at the rest of the cars. All right, let's go check everything else out. Before everybody yells at me about leaving my dog outside. That's not my dog, okay? Roxy does not belong to me. She just comes over here whenever I'm in town. All right, so 57's good. We know that the Cadillac is good because I had this at my house, which is about an hour away from here, and we didn't get the same kind of hail that everything was getting down here. By the way, the 08 Escalade, I've put 1,500 miles on this truck. And it's been, man, a trooper, an absolute trooper. I love this truck. It is actually my daily driver. It's my daily because my Scat Pack bricked itself and has been sitting at the dealership, and I have no idea what's going on with it. This one is sold. Jason S. purchased it, and he is giving this to, I think, a friend of his or something. It's a great truck. I'm just walking around and make sure there's no obvious signs of damage. I wouldn't want somebody getting something from me, you know, and it being completely covered in hail damage, and they're like, wait a minute, this is not what I bought. Everything looks fine. Everything, thank God, everything came out okay. Nick's Saab, and then we got the Cobra. This thing is looking good. I got the locks fixed, so I can actually lock the car now. I did that off camera, but the locks are working on this now. Mike's Miserably seems to be okay. Hopefully the tape is still holding on. Oh, we managed to close the window. Ooh, this window got left a little bit open. Is it wet? No. Lucky, because it poured, man. It absolutely poured. Let's check. The Impala's probably locked. I think I keep most of my cars locked out here because people like to come out here and rummage around and screw around with things. BMW i3. This is all carbon fiber and plastic, so there should be no damage on this either. I think the hail must have just barely just jumped over or went south of here. I don't know. We are very, very lucky though, because the hail damage made the news. It was that bad. The Hummer, this one is supposed to be sold. It's supposed to be out of here, but I'm not sure yet. I haven't heard anything back in a while, so this one we'll see. The Viper truck, this is another one. Thankfully everything's good on it. Man, this truck is beautiful. It's dirty. It's absolutely filthy. But even filthy, it's a damn good looking truck, man. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Okay. All my cars are good. All my cars are good. You guys know that on the 66 Impala, we've got a brand new engine from Smitting Performance for this thing. 545 horsepower, 545 pound-feet of torque. Small block 406 is going under the hood of this thing in the very near future. Very near future. Santa's Workshop said we could take it over to his house, and we're actually going to do the engine swap at Santa's Workshop. So stay tuned for that. That should be a lot of fun. I wanted to kind of let you guys in on what I think I'm going to be doing here in October. I'm not fully invested yet, but we'll see. I'm really strongly considering doing this. The Hummer is going to go one way or another. The Hummer is going to be out of here, but I was thinking maybe, actually a friend of mine was thinking, I don't know if he wants me to mention him in any of this, but anyway, for now, let's just say this. A friend of mine came up with an idea, and he said, hey, what if we sent some of these to Barrett Jackson in Scottsdale, Arizona? So he was thinking, that's October 10th, I believe, and he was thinking some of these might actually do really good out there, including the Viper truck. He was thinking maybe we should send the Viper truck to Barrett Jackson in October, Scottsdale, Arizona. So that's something I'm strongly, like I'm 90% set on doing this right now. The Viper truck I think would be interesting to go. The problem is there's no reserve, right? Whatever they sell for is whatever they sell for. So we'll see, but I think the Viper truck would be a good one. This one, you guys are gonna be pissed. My fiance is already pissed. I am thinking about holding on to the Chevy Impala, maybe. The Cobra. He was also thinking because the Cobra, even though it does have a rebuilt salvage title, the title is not a Flood branded title, okay? This is not a Flood salvaged branded car. The title just says damage other not specified. So that should help it with resale. The odometer's working, it's showing 11,000 miles. It's a one owner car, low mileage Cobra. And I think this thing, other than going to the auto spa and maybe getting the seat motors fixed, I think other than that, this car is close to being ready. Paint correction, of course. Anything going to the Barrett Jackson auction, we need to go to the auto spa and get a full paint correction and coating. I mean, these things are going to need to look tip-top. So he was thinking the Viper truck, the Cobra. Nick on the Saab. This car, I don't know, man. There's nothing wrong with it other than under extreme rain, it does get wet inside and you have to vacuum it all out, and it's kind of it sucks, but you know, convertible things. I'm trying to convince Nick to let me swap this out for a Tesla Model 3. I think he'd like it better. He could fit his friends in it, and he loves Tesla. So I was really thinking maybe I can convince him to swap this out for a Tesla Model 3. We'll come back and do that in a video if I can find one that's going to fit the bill for him. I think it would be an overall better car for Nick, so we'll see. The Avalanche 8.1, this is the big block Chevy, two-wheel drive, 3/4 ton Chevy Avalanche. This one I'm ready to sell. I'll probably be sending this one to Copart or something here in the near future. As I said, this one is spoken for. This one's paid. Down the road it goes. This Escalade, yes, you guys know I sell everything. Probably at some point down the road, not right now, I might end up letting this one go. This has been so good and I got it so cheap. I don't know. I need to replace the air compressor. It still works. The air suspension works like it's supposed to, but you can hear that air compressor is not happy, and I'd also like to do a full tune-up. I'm talking coils, plugs, wires on that engine. I think that would be fun to do on a video. Now, back to Barrett Jackson. I am strongly considering, with a paint job, of course, I'd have to get this repainted. I'm not going to send it there with cracks, but I mean, take a look at this thing. It's filthy, but just take a look under the hood. This car is just impressive. I've got some work to do here soon. Monkey Wrench Mike is supposed to come down tomorrow, and I think we're going to try to get the air conditioning installed. All right, so Vintage AC will have a full air compressor. Air compressor is actually already in here. So we'll be able to hook up the lines, run them through the firewall, hook up all of that stuff, get the condenser and everything hooked up under here. We already got the compressor hooked up. The CVF Racing serpentine belt kit is looking great. I've got to change a valve in the power steering pump, which sits like somewhere right down here. I think there's a valve that I got to change out. Once we do that and get the air conditioning in, I need to hook up a PCV valve. That's important. And then I think I have an idler arm going bad on this side that I need to replace. And we need to do all of the fluids. We need to check, probably repack, retorque the bearings for the front wheels. I've got seat belts that need to be installed. There's a lot to do, is what I'm trying to say. There is a lot to do, but I'm thinking possibly after Power Tour, I might let this go. And Jessica's really upset with me about that. She's really upset. Now, this isn't like a fire sale, like, oh my God, I got to sell everything, I need money. Because if that was the case, I wouldn't be waiting till Barrett Jackson in October. I'd be like just trying to get rid of this stuff now, ASAP. So it's not a fire sale. I'm not out of money. This isn't like I'm desperate, I got to sell stuff. But I've been thinking lately, all these cars sitting down here, most of them need to go. A few of them would do good at Barrett Jackson, I think, including this one. But I'm here to tell you, like, anything less than 40,000 on this, I couldn't do it. And that's the problem with Barrett Jackson, right? There's no reserve, which means if this car brought 30, and there's no way. I don't see any possible way this car could go for anything less than $35,000. But like 40 is my number. 40 is the number on this car. It runs and drives too damn good. Everything underneath is in excellent condition. It's a little worn on the interior. The paint is worn. It's an older restoration, but it still presents very well. This is what I like to call a driver quality car. Okay, it's not perfect, but damn, it presents well. People see it and they do a double, triple take when they see this car. It's filthy right now, and of course with the paint cracking, It's not helping things, and we got to get this resolved. So once I get back from Power Tour, this thing's probably going to go straight into a paint shop and get a fresh paint job. But I might actually be letting this one go. Oh man, you know what? I keep forgetting I own this car. I haven't had it long enough to remember that this car is even sitting here. Let me turn this off. This thing is annoying. And yes, my flickering lights. I know. I promise you guys here soon I'm going to get a couple of new lights and I'll replace them. It's not that hard to do. It's just I just haven't gotten around to doing it yet. So here's that 540 horse 406 small block that we're going to be installing in the 66 Impala. And honestly, I'm so torn on what to do. The Impala I want to keep because I didn't pay that much for it. I don't have that much into the Impala. It's like 12 grand, you know, and that thing is already it's pretty stout the way it is. This is going to be a game changer. So I may hold on to the Impala. This one right here is another one that we're thinking maybe this would be good at Barrett Jackson. I don't know I mean, the interior is not bad. The carpet's a little sun bleached in a couple places. We could just try to throw some dye on the carpet, but I mean, everything else, this is another car that presents well. You know, it's not in bad shape at all. It runs, it drives. We drove it 1,500 miles from California back to Oklahoma. Convertible top is in great shape. It's got the parade boot, brand new tires. It's got the nice rally wheels. And I mean, it's just a beautiful car with the original engine, original transmission, original rear end. You know, everything is very stock and original other than the color and the wheels. I think these rally wheels actually came out in 68 and this is a 67. So these wheels may have been aftermarket, but other than that, like the majority of this car is very original and very proper. It's a beautiful car. Some people complained about, let me see if I can remember how to open the hood in this. Come on, there we go. Some people complained that when it was, I guess, restored, and this is probably another one of those really, really old restorations, guys. It's probably restored a long, long time ago, but they painted everything under here black, and it should have been the original color of the car, which was white. Or, in fact, it is. Over here, if you look over here by the exhaust, there is some white showing through over there. But when you repainted this turquoise color, or this sea green, sea foam, whatever color, this all should have been painted the same color to match because that's what they would have done back in the day. So, you know, again, this is another driver quality car. It's not perfect, but it presents very, very well. Take a look under here, too, where they painted it black. There's some of the white original paint showing through. And these are defects that are absolutely going to take away from the value of the car. And somebody painted the engine. These valve covers would not have been black. I keep thinking these valve covers would have been red. I think. I can't remember. Intake may have been red too, or orange. And if you look down at the timing cover, you can almost see like some red or some orange showing through there. So I don't know. This is one I don't intend on keeping it, guys. I was thinking we'd do Power Tour 2029, 2030 or something. I don't know. Let's be real, it's probably not going to happen. So I think this may be another one for Barrett Jackson, but I'd love for you guys to chime in and tell me what you think about the whole idea of sending these things to Barrett Jackson. By the way, all original suspension, four-wheel drum brakes, no power brakes. It does have power steering, obviously has no air conditioning. So has the original transistor radio that works. I mean, the car is great. The steering is lacking. It needs the gearbox replaced, and I just bought everything, including tie rods and ball joints. I probably am not going to replace the entirety of the suspension, but I would like to replace the gearbox, the Pitman arm, the idler arm, the tie rods. Like those for sure are things that I want to replace on this. And I think the steering on this is going to come right back to life. This is a cruiser. It's not a powerful car, even with the little, what is it, a 273 or 276 two-barrel V8. It's not a powerful car, but it gets out of its own way decent. It gets pretty decent fuel economy, and it just cruises. An absolute cruiser of a car. Next, for the consideration going to Barrett Jackson is this car. We really don't know what to expect out of this. See, the paint job was supposed to add value. That's what I was told by the, and I'm not even going to mention their names anymore, by the people that painted it. Like, they told me that this should increase the car's value by at least $10,000. Like, this car, they told me, should bring, after they're done with it, at least $35,000. And the general consensus has been lately that the paint job's actually going to hurt the value of the car, and that's what I was worried about. I think a lot of the people that are going to be looking to purchase one of these cars, they're probably going to see this paint job and be like, oh. Now, I'll be the first to admit, I think the paint job, I personally think the I don't know what you call it, the scallops. I think the scallops are actually kind of cool and a throwback to the old school hot rods. But unfortunately, like, the average person, and this is a niche car to begin with, okay? This is a really niche car to begin with. It's going to take just the right kind of buyer to even be interested in this. And then now you need an even more unique buyer to be interested in it with this custom paint job and the fact that it's no longer original. Not only is the paint not original, but the bumperettes have been taken off and you cannot put them back on, because instead of putting the kit on here that could have been taken on and put off, they actually like plasti welded pieces of another bumper into all of this to fill those voids. So now the bumperettes cannot be put back on without doing some pretty serious work. So that kind of sucks. I also kind of regret telling them they could go ahead and do this. I contacted them multiple times and said, please, can we just go with silver? You know, because it was taking way too long to get this car finished. It was there for almost 3 months, and it caused me a lot of headaches. You know, it really did. It caused me a lot of headaches, and I was like, please, can we just do silver and get it done and get it out of there? Because at least one color silver, it's an original color. You know, even with the bumperettes missing, it's still an original color, and the bumperettes could go with it, and it would make it a little bit better. But now, I don't know. And the colors don't match. Santa's Workshop pointed that out the other day. It's definitely not perfect. You have to really look at it, but I don't know. Maybe you can see it. Maybe you can see the color difference between this paint and this paint. Maybe it doesn't come out on camera, or maybe it does. Basically, what I see is this is dark and this is lighter. It's almost like these were painted at different times, maybe with a different batch. The color is light down here, but it's darker up here. So I don't know. And then you've got the little defects here and there where there's literally blue paint right here. You got some of this red paint that's just kind of, look here. You can clearly see where you have this purplish blue paint, but then it's also up here where they didn't get it masked off enough. And here, and you have another one right there as well. And look down here. There it is, plenty of blue paint all the way down here. Blue paint over here as well. So what you're gonna have is anybody that gets up close to this car and looks at it, anybody that's like, you know, I might be interested in this, as soon as they start getting up to it and they start like really eyeballing it or eyeballing these, they're gonna start looking at these and go, oh my goodness. Like, that does not look like a professional grade paint job. That's not something that, you know, a high-end shop would have let go. And take a look here. Look at the gaps. And see, here we go again. Light color, dark color. Dark, dark, light, dark. I don't know, guys. Yeah, this is, and if you look here, dark, dark, but then light. I thought at first maybe it's some kind of color shifting, because he said that he did put some pearl into it, but with color shifting paint or pearls, as you move around the car, you should be able to clearly see a color shift in the paint. And you guys tell me, because it's directly under a bright light, and I'm walking around it. You tell me if you see the color shift, or if it looks like it's kind of just a purplish blue. It's a beautiful color, but take a look right here. Why is this color, right? But as soon as you get here, it changes. You see that? This should all be a similar color. The light is still shining all the way over here. You can clearly see where the light is shining on the silver. So this paint should be the same as that, and it's not. So this could, I don't know. I'm worried about this car. I'm really worried that this car is going to be a problem. I actually put in for a couple offers today, trading it in just to see what I could get. I was thinking about buying a Tesla Model 3 or leasing, either way. Buying or leasing one of the new, the Jupiter Model 3 Performance. And they gave me a trade-in offer. Tesla is strong on their trade-ins, guys. They actually offered me $22,300 for this car. It's got 28,000 miles on the odometer. And honestly, that's not bad. That's not bad. I don't know what it's going to bring at auction, but again, with Barrett Jackson, once you send this thing there, man, there's no reserve. So, I mean, it could bring 18, and I would be forced, I would be required to sell it for 18. And then what are the buyer fees and seller fees and all that stuff? Because if I'm going to have to pay a seller's fee, how much is that? 10%? So if it sells for 18 grand, I'm going to have to pay out $1,800 in fees too. The whole thing is just, it's got me nervous on all of these cars. It's got me really, really nervous. So part of me is just thinking, maybe I should just sell them. You know what I mean? I don't know if I can get better than $22,300 on this. I'm waiting to hear back from Carvana. Last time I put it in Carvana, they offered me $19,900. And I was considering that. I really was. $19,900. It's a solid offer. It's not what I want. It's not what I would prefer, but $19,900 is a good price, guys. And I'm waiting on an offer from CarMax. I had to send in some pictures and everything, so we'll see what CarMax does. Because CarMax, and Carvana, those two, so simple, man. They will come out, grab your car, give you a check, down the road they go. It's done. And you got 20 grand in the bank. And I'm thinking right now, many of you know I'm 40 grand upside down on my Charger electric vehicle lease. And I was thinking, man, I could just sell this outright. Right now. I could sell this right now for cash money. I could take 20 grand, and even though I don't want to, I could throw it into that lease, right? I could write a check for 20 grand, send it on over to Chrysler, and then I'd be 40 grand down to 20. But wait a minute, the car has made $11,000 on YouTube already. The Scat Pack has. So now we can make that $31,000 out of 40. I'd only owe 9 grand left, guys. We would go from $40,000 upside down to 9 grand. I could pay that off in a month, maybe 2 tops, if I wanted to drag it out a little bit. But we could literally we're getting rid of this car, be close to 2 months away from breaking even on the lease and owing nothing. Yeah, it sucks, but I mean, it is what it is. But anyway, that's what I'm thinking. This one I'm definitely sending down the road. Every time I see it, even though it's a cool looking car, and yes, it gets looks, and yes, people stop and they take pictures, it's the history that I have with this car now because of that place. I can't even hardly stand looking at it anymore. It just pisses me off every time I see it. So I want this one gone. This one, I love this car. Man, this car, it's another just absolutely beautiful car. This is another one people stop, they stare, they take pictures. This one, there's nothing to complain about other than getting the steering rebuilt on it or replaced with those parts over there. There's nothing to complain about on this. It's a great car. I don't see me keeping it and using it. So, I don't know what I could get out of it. Maybe this car brings 20. I don't know. Maybe it brings 18. I could just throw it up at Copart and see what it does there. I don't know, guys. I'm thinking I've got too many damn cars sitting out here. I'm always worried about hailstorms. I'm always worried about weather. I've got way too many cars, and it's really time to start moving some of these things down the road. Why don't we fire this one up real quick and pull it outside. I have not started any of these cars. These cars that are in the garage, these probably been here over a week. I haven't messed with them. This may be one. Just throw on Copart and see what is it dead? No! It's going to take a minute to get fuel up to the carburetor. There it is. Man, she's just a reliable car. That's what it comes down to. There we go. E-brake is off. This is just a solid, reliable car. It runs perfect. It's quiet. It's got a nice little exhaust tone to it. And the brakes are solid, man. We were having some issues with the brakes being a little on the soft side. But we did some bleeding on them, and I drove it around just a little bit. The brakes have been great on this thing. I should drive this home. I kind of want to drive this home, honestly. what I'm doing is I'm gonna move this over here by the 57. We're gonna kind of park all these together so I can get a thumbnail, and I'm gonna do a title like fire sale, selling everything. I don't know. Is it clickbait? Yeah, kind of. But no, it's not. It's not a fire sale, but at the same time, it gets people's attention, and I genuinely think I'm gonna sell. I genuinely think I'm gonna sell just about everything. I don't know on the 57 though. Every time I look at this car, it makes it so hard for me to want to get rid of it. Just, I mean, seriously, you drive by that thing, look at it. There is nothing, I'm sorry, my opinion, there is nothing that's quite as iconic as a 1957 Chevy, man. It's just one of those classic icons. There we go. I think that's good. Turn on the headlights. Listen to this thing. Oh my goodness. You know, the thing with all of my cars is, that one's not mine. The thing with all of my cars is, like, none of these cars are perfect. They all have flaws. They all have some issues. They're all driver quality cars. I don't own a show quality car. I have never owned a show quality car. And to be quite honest with you, I'm not sure that I would ever actually want to own a show quality car. I like to take my cars out and drive them. You know, the roads out here in Oklahoma aren't exactly the best. They've got potholes, there's rocks, gravel, dirt. Like, the cars are gonna take a little bit of abuse. And I couldn't imagine taking a show quality vehicle and like running it up and down these roads. Driver quality cars though, they're cheaper. They have some imperfections already. So you don't beat yourself up too much if you get a little scratch or you get a little rock chip. You know, it's not the end of the world. They're great cars for taking out and just driving around. While we're out here firing up cars, I'm pretty sure this one is locked. Like I said, I've started, yeah. Oh, no, it's not. Whoops. I started locking everything out here, guys. But I also added a whole bunch of cameras to the property just to kind of keep an eye on things and make sure people ain't out here messing around. So let's see how this one wants to start, because this one's been sitting here a while. This is Old Faithful. Honestly, this is probably the one I should keep right here. I probably shouldn't sell this. Listen to that. Damn, man. Yeah, I shouldn't be out here like playing with these cars either, because as soon as I do, I end up wanting to keep them all, man. They're like my kids, you know? I hate the idea of letting them all go. But at the same time, I'm also thinking, boy, an extra $40,000 in the bank, right? Oh, man. I mean, is there anybody out there that would argue that having an extra $40,000 in the bank would be a bad thing? I don't know, man. I don't know. The other side of that coin, though, is, of course, once this car gets that paint job and we've got the fresh coat of paint on it, she's going to be worth more money for sure. It's not going to be worth as much with cracks in the paint like this. So it's got to get repainted. So the question is, like, is this something we should hold on to? Because it should only go up in value over time. The Barracuda, I don't know, maybe that would go up some, maybe not. But the 57 Belair, I can almost guarantee you that this is a shoo-in to go up in value over the years. 327, it's got the old 300 horsepower Corvette engine. I put a lot of work into this car, man. I really have. I put a lot of work into this thing, and she sounds great. All right, let me go grab the Chrysler Prowler, and we'll be able to get ourselves a little thumbnail, and I think we're gonna close out this video. It's a damn shame, man. Every time, it's just like the other cars. Even though I'm kind of frustrated with this one. This is another one of those cars where it's like, every time I see it and I fire it up, I sit in it. It's not a comfortable car, not by any stretch of the imagination, but it's just, it's That's another piece of American auto manufacturing history right here, guys. This car was a big deal. It really was. People don't give these cars enough credit. It's probably because most people don't understand what went into producing them. This car was never really a car for the masses. This was a test. This was just something they were doing to practice building cars out of aluminum welding. They were really practicing, and the general public, I guess nothing's changed with Mopar over the years, has it? The general public was basically a test mule for their cars. Now listen, there's a lot of manufacturers that would test these cars and they wouldn't put them out. So this is really cool that this car is basically a project that they were working on, but they made it for the masses, and it turned out to be a really cool car. Is it something that everybody's happy with? Unfortunately, no. Everybody wants the V8, and I get it, but I love the car exactly the way it is for what it is. Kind of like the Scat Pack. You know, it's another car that everybody hates, and that's fine. But I'm here to tell you, I don't love the quirks, but I love that car for what it is, not hate it for what it isn't. I knew what I was getting into when I bought that thing. I didn't know it was going to have this many bugs. I didn't know it was going to be this problematic. But this is an entirely different kind of car, and I absolutely love it. Now I want to drive this home. I probably shouldn't. Do I even have these things straight? I have no idea, man. Let's leave these running. They all need to sit here just kind of idle and warm up a little bit. They've all been sitting for entirely too long. Oh no, the front end of this is way out there. Another problem with driving this car. It's so odd that it makes it really difficult to know where your front end is, where your fenders are. And you see how the front goes narrow here and it gets wider back here, so the back sticks out really far, but then it gets narrow, but then you got these fenders that stick out. It can really confuse you. Now let's just take a step back and take a look at these beautiful cars here, man. It makes me want to grab the 66 Impala. I want to grab the Cobra, and I'd love to put them up here too, but once you start putting that many cars into a photo, it just kind of kills the picture. Oh, look at that, with the sunset back there in the clouds. You kidding me? I don't know, guys. All these cars means a lot of responsibility. It also means a lot of money that could be back in my bank account. It's great to have them. It's fun to have them and be able to say, I own these cars. I do. I own every one of these cars. I own, except for the Miserabili and this Cadillac currently, the Escalade EXT. The rest of these cars, these are all mine. I own all of them. And to be able to walk around and be like, man, these are all my cars, it's great. But there's so much responsibility involved with owning a bunch of cars like this. Every car is going to need routine maintenance. Every car is going to break at some point, and you're going to have to spend money to fix it, right? I don't even know how many cars I've got now. So let's count. We got 1, 2, 3. Skip this one. I don't even know. No, thank you. Then we got the Viper truck, 4. The Hummer is 5. The BMW i3 is 6. The 66 Impala is 7. The Cobra is 8. And we have the Saab 9.3 Aero is 9. Avalanche Big Block is 10. This Escalade we don't own. This Escalade is 11. And then on top of these cars, I have my Scat Pack. That's 12. I have the Mustang GT. That's 13. I think, yeah, that's all of them. God dang, I got 13 cars. Never in my life did I think there'd be a time where I could go outside and count 13 cars that I own. I'm exceptionally thankful to all of you that watch my videos. I feel very fortunate. I feel blessed. But I also feel like there's a lot of pressure in owning this many cars. There's a lot of responsibility, especially with insurance. And yes, all my cars are insured, guys. I don't just leave my car sitting out here with no insurance, but even with insurance, I don't want something to happen to these cars. None of these cars do I wish a hailstorm would come by and just obliterate them. You know, I don't. Or fire, any kind of natural disaster. I don't wish that on any of these cars, because all of them, even though they're all very different, they're all very unique, they all mean something to me. And that's part of the problem. That's what makes it hard to get rid of them. Even the old Hummer. I hate that I agreed to sell this truck, because I daily drove the hell out of this. I put well over 1,000 miles on this truck, man. This thing is an absolute monster. It's a beast. The subs and everything, the bumper, the lights, the subs under the back seat. It's a blast to drive. The Viper truck. It's like driving a Dodge Viper, except in a pickup truck. It feels a little more manageable, a lot of fun to drive. BMW i3, love the little car, even though everybody else hates it. Everybody loves to make fun of these little cars. This handles like, kind of like a Miata. It's like being on roller skates, man. This car is nimble. It's quick for what it is. It's a quick car. It gets relatively decent range, 100 miles on battery, a little over 100 miles on gasoline. That's almost Scat Pack territory, right? From something that was from 2017. Huh. Yeah. Anyway, then we've got the one that used to be on television, right? This was on Two Guys Garage. This was a TV car on the Motor Trend network, man. 427, big block. Transmission, I don't remember. I think it's turbo 400. Reverse manual valve body. Of course, it's got the big rear end in it. I think it's got some pretty low gears. I think it's like a, I don't know. I'm going to guess maybe 411s or so. Then it's got the tubular control arms. 4-wheel disc brake conversion. This thing, it's on coil springs, like lowered. Somebody really put some work into this, and now we've got an engine for it. So this is another special one. The owners of this one passed away in the same hurricane that killed this car. My 97 Cobra. One owner, 11,000 miles. The engine was seized. The flood line was up to here. You know, this car should never, ever have run again. Not only does it run, it drives, and it runs and drives great. And even with the flood, the interior is in beautiful condition. We've got air conditioning and heat, the windows, the convertible top. We've fixed everything on this car. A car that was left for dead in a car graveyard, Copart, out in Florida. There's a story. There's meaning. I literally resurrected this car from the dead, and it means something to me. Not to anybody else, but to me, that car means something. Nick's car, it's his first car. Even this thing means something to me. I got this car for relatively cheap. It was a hail damage car, which I still find fascinating, because I'll walk you guys over real quick. Just take a look. You tell me if you see any hail damage on this car at all, because to this day, I have never found hail damage on this car. Nick has never found hail damage. Monkey Wrench Mike has never found hail damage. Nobody has ever been able to find a single hail ding in this car. Yet it was totaled for hail. I don't know. Just kind of a unique find. You know, a turbo V6 Saab. What a interesting car. Another one. This one's got some history with me now too. Monkey Wrench Mike and I went all the way to California, man. And we picked this thing up sight unseen, then drove it 1,500 miles home, and it did phenomenal. It did great. Big block, 8.1 liter. It's like 500 and something cubic inches. I mean, it is, maybe it's 496 actually. I think it's 496 cubic inches. It's a monster of a truck. Pretty rare spec too, being two-wheel drive with this custom interior. It's probably locked. No, of course not. Of course it's not locked. Look at that, man. And it still has power. When we bought it, the battery was stone cold dead. I never even changed the battery. You could put the key in this thing after letting it sit for a week or two. You could come out here, put the key in, it fires right up. Drives just fine. It's just another example of a great truck. This one, not really any history in this one at all. The Prowler, you know, not a whole lot of history with this one either, other than bad history, if you know what I mean. Wiring problems and the paint but it's still just an oddball, unique, interesting, fun little car that I still love. I've got kind of a love-hate relationship with it at this point, and it's probably just best to send it down the road. This one, another one, cool story. I found the previous owners. They've owned the car literally forever. I can't get them to respond. I've tried reaching out on Facebook, and short of sending him a letter in the mail, which I'm not going to do, I just can't seem to get a hold of anybody. This car was actually like in a magazine. I found it. It's really cool, man. It's got a cool history, and yet again, Monkey Wrench Mike and I, all the way to California, picked this thing up. We literally just looked it over in the parking lot and then drove it 1,500 miles home. 57 Chevy. This one, I've got a bit of history. I've owned this one for quite a while. I got it cheap, $28,000 from a guy that's owned it for like 50 years. And he finally decided it was time to let the car go. And I've made some pretty tasteful mods and upgrades. We've got a little bit further to go with it. And then Power Tour. Monkey Wrench Mike and I are Platinum. So if you guys are going to be coming out on Power Tour, you're going to be looking for us, you're going to want to come looking in the Platinum parking for this car, because that's where it will be. And it will not have fresh paint. It's going to look exactly like it looks now. Hopefully I'll wash it before then. But it's going to look just like this, guys. So Hot Rod Power Tour 2025, Platinum parking. Come find us. It'll be here. I may even put like a little phone number up here. What I'll do is I'll set up like a burner account, and I'll put a phone number. So if you come up and you see the car and we're not there and you want to talk to us, you could send a text or something, you know, and we can make our way back to the car, because I don't want to miss anybody that comes out and goes out of their way to come see us. So check us out, Hot Rod Power Tour 2025. If you're looking for the dates, it's like June 9th through the 13th. And if you're looking for the route, just Google it, you'll find it. The Viper truck, I have no connection with this one other than it's just cool. It's different. I love it. It's fun to drive. It gets looks. It's an awesome truck, but I really don't have any connection to that one either, which is why that one's easy to let go. All of these cars, and as I walk through all of them and I kind of reminisce, I go through all my memories. Yeah, he revved up his truck. I'm impressed, you know. Come on, man. Yeah, I'm thoroughly impressed now. I look through all of these cars and I get a flood of memories back from each one of them. But at the same time, I think there's no reason for someone like me anyway to own this many cars. It just doesn't make sense. And I think they'd be better suited with people that are actually going to use them and enjoy them. With that, I think I'm going to get out of here, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed today's vlog style video. I'd appreciate it if you guys would jump in the comment section below and tell me what you think about sending somebody to Barrett Jackson. Do you think they'd be better suited somewhere else? Or just your general thoughts would truly be appreciated, because I really don't know what to do, but I do know it's time to get rid of a lot of these cars. Again, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, hit the thumbs up button and let me know. Consider subscribing to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And until next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.